I apologize that this review is so late, guys, but unfortunately, when this movie did come out, this wasn't playing in any theater around me, not even a 50-mile radius. So, sorry again, I couldn't get a review out sooner, but I finally saw this last night, and oh my god, let's talk about it. So Raw is a French coming-of-age drama film, and in Raw we follow a girl named Justine who is a vegan that goes to this veterinary school, a place that her sister is at. And while she is at this school, she discovers some things that she is into that otherwise go against what she believes in. Alright guys, so let's get into Raw. Raw was a film I really wanted to see, mainly for two reasons. One, because it was marketed as a horror film, and you all should know by now, I love horror films. But apparently, according to reports, viewers who were at the screening were either fainting or vomiting at scenes during this movie. Not only, for me, do those reports make sense, but holy crap, it was a pretty good movie. And I mean, really good. The supporting cast does a good job, but the one who does a really good job is the girl who plays Justine. I think her name is... hold up. I'm gonna butcher her name even though I just looked it up. I'm gonna try it my best. Her name is Garance Marillier. I know it is butcher her name. I'm gonna put it right there anyways, but holy crap, she was so good in this movie. There were a few scenes, one in particular, actually no, two scenes in particular, to just how she emotes. I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory in case for those of you who haven't seen this film, but holy crap, the way how she looks at certain things creeped me the hell out. Along with the one who played her sister, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce all the names from this film, but let me just say this, the sister of this film, oh, wow, she was good. Also, another thing I gotta point out is how this movie is shot. This is a beautifully shot film. The director, Julia Ducournau, how certain imagery is portrayed. Like, there is some very provocative imagery and some very disturbing imagery. That stuff the disturbing stuff I'll get into later on. But when it comes to certain images, Julia has such a good way of having these images just pop out that so much that they won't leave your brain. And there are two in particular that I'm thinking about right now that are giving me the creeps right now. Just stellar. It's a very beautiful looking film, seriously. Another thing I loved about this movie was the soundtrack. It's rare when I get a film soundtrack almost an hour or a day after I saw the film, but Raw's soundtrack in particular, the main theme for this film, gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. Like, wow, is it a good theme? But not just the actual theme, but the actual soundtrack is awesome, including this one song. I won't play it because of copyright, but this song, I listen to it constantly now because it is that good. But the thing that really struck out to me the very most about this film is how it's marketed. Now, this is also kind of a con, but it works out in its favor. But this film is marketed as a horror film. What I got out of this film was a coming-of-age drama told in a very unconventional way. For some people, that would be a huge con, but for me, I came out really liking that I got something completely different out of it. Now, the thing that really struck out to me the most about this film, more than anything else, is how the theme of this film is related to what is particularly going on in this film. Why I say it's a coming-of-age tale, if I were to go into anything involving the coming-of-age aspect, it would be a huge spoiler. So I advise you guys to watch the movie. Well, that's if you can stomach it, that is. Alright, now when it comes to concerning the reports for the Cannes Film Festival, another movie called Green Inferno had the exact same reports coming out of it. And I came nowhere close to even gagging during that film, let alone like looking away. However, in Raw, there was one scene that legitimately had me doing this. Yeah, seriously, props to Julia Ducournau for pulling that off because the last film to actually make me look away was Green Room. She did such a great value in the shock value, but there's a reason why the shock value is there in the first place because of the journey of the characters, which is very compelling, seriously. Now, before the last 20 minutes were happening, my rating at this movie was still a good rating, but I was waiting for something to happen that would just make me feel like, oh my god. And once a certain thing happened in this movie, that happened. And it also happened again at the very last shot. Well, it's either the last shot or the second to last shot. But I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, the ending to this movie had my jaw dropped and my eyes wide open. I mean, oh my god, I was not expecting for that to happen. I will say, there are two things that hold this movie back from being a near perfect movie or a near masterpiece, at least in my humble take. Now, this is a con that I need everyone to take in mind for. Now, for those of you expecting for this to be a straight-up horror film, you're gonna be really disappointed in this film. What Raw really is that it's a coming-of-age drama film told in an unconventional way, a very unconventional way for that matter, that has some disturbing imagery and some graphic scenes. It's not really a horror film. I mean, I can see where the horror aspect does come in, which I will talk about in my overall, but it is really more of a coming-of-age drama, so I just want to prepare you guys for that, just in case if you haven't seen Raw yet. While I have seen some graphic stuff, I feel like that there are quite a few scenes that might be a little too hard for some to stomach. And this is coming from someone that has seen some gory and graphic stuff in their life. And especially knowing that the subject matter going on in this film, it will probably turn some people off. Just a warning. So overall, I went into Raw expecting one thing, and finishing it, I got something completely different. And it's one of those times where I really appreciate that it gave me something completely different than what I was expecting. The thing I appreciate most about Raw is the fact that it's such a human story about a very taboo subject matter. And the way how it tackles it, I really dug. Not to mention to complement that with great acting, great cinematography, a kick-ass score, and an ending that I am sure is not gonna leave my brain anytime soon. The more I think about this movie, the more I dig the crap out of it. So overall, I'm gonna give Raw a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only reason why it doesn't get to a perfect 5 is mainly because I feel like some people will just not watch this film because of the subject matter, and there are some scenes that might be a little too much for some to stomach, but otherwise, guys, if you're looking for a very different and very unconventional coming-of-age drama film that deals with some very taboo subject matter, I feel like you guys might like this movie quite a bit. Alrighty guys, so Raw, comment, let me know below. Have you guys seen the film? Did you guys like it? If not, have you heard of it? Let me know below. If you guys enjoyed my review of Raw, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more reviews just like this one. And of course, as always, until the next review, I will see you guys next time.